Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to GypsyCowgirlTarot. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a high priestess of the Magdalene, Rose, and Isis lineage, an oracle, a seer, a prophetess, whatever you want to call it. So it's very nice to connect. And those of you guys returning, welcome back, my loves. Okay. So obviously you guys saw the title, right? So you have an idea. So the download, the message, the huge energy, and I posted this in my Instagram story. If you guys want to go follow me, please feel free to follow me, GypsyCowgirlTarot with the blue meta verified check mark. All one word, GypsyCowgirlTarot. I just posted in my stories early this morning because it just came through, and there's this one like meme kind of, that I saw like a week ago or something, and I saved it and I, posted it like a couple times here and there, but it's a beautiful woman, divine feminine, and she's being hugged and embraced by this big, huge, like wolf. And it gives Beauty and the Beast. And the message on the meme is the healers needed to be with, it's basically like the healers need the protectors. And then it says, and I never understood that until I met him. So the download that I'm receiving about all of this, and the song that I posted to that story with that meme earlier, because I was cutting up watermelon, which actually reminds me, I need to go grab my juice. I need to drink my juice because it's like my morning. I don't know. I do like 2 juices a day, sometimes 3. But anyways, I was cutting up watermelon and I had my earbuds in and I was listening to like, music, and then like it was just playing random stuff on my, from my iPod. And then the song by Alicia Keys came up, No One. No one, no one. That was like, can get in the way of what I'm feeling. So like the very first verse, she says, I just want you close so you can stay forever. And you can be sure that it will only get better. You and me together through the days and night. I don't worry, cause everything is gonna be all right. That's what she says. And then she goes, no one, right? So it's no one, right? But the download specifically is the healers. Okay, you resonate as a healer. You know you're here to heal. You know you're here to help. You're a light worker, you're a star seed, you're an earth angelic. Whatever your cosmic makeup, celestial makeups are, you're the healers, you're the priestesses, the high priests, the masculines, the feminines, right? But this is about the priestess healer receiving her protector. The protector is coming in. Why is this happening now? Because you're ready now. You weren't ready before. It has been a brutal initiation. This is all I'm channeling, so this is like what's coming through for you. It's been a brutal initiation. Like I'm literally seeing like a feminine on her knees crying and like staring up, and like she's like asking like why? Like why? Like why does this keep happening? Why am I going through this? Like what the fuck? It's like that. So, there's this masculine being drawn and magnetized in to protect. So, the angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, like they're guiding this. They're bringing this person to you. They've been guiding you guys together because it's like whoever the divine feminine is, that feminine energy is a pillar of light and is in this emanation. And the masculine is just drawn to the light. Okay, so I don't know what else to say, but it's literally it's a protector. And that's what I mean. It's just like she was hugging this huge black wolf. Wolves can be specific. He looked like a big, like a werewolf, and he was hugging her, like protecting her. This big werewolf monster guy, but she was safe with him. Okay. So the protectors are coming in for the healers, because the healers have work to do. The healers are going to get busy. You guys are already answering divine soul calls, or you're being soul led because you're the goddesses of the moon. Extremely psychic, extremely intuitive, empathic, very witchy, connected. You know, you're tuned in, you're tapped in, you're turned way up. Deep connection with the moon, cornucopia. The cornucopia card keeps coming up. You know, I'm not going to take either. Look at that. Did you see that? How the cornucopia card rose up and was like, no, 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 don't put me back. Okay. There you go. You know what I'm getting in this card? Because, like, see how it almost looks like it's, like, in a forest with all the trees? What I'm seeing is, like, the two of you walking through a forest alone. So you're walking through the forest and this other person's walking through the forest. And then you come to this place where the light is shining. And this is your destined point of meeting. This is your destined point of meeting. Okay, and what I'm hearing is, for some of you guys, like, you're thinking, like, I've already met this person. Like, you're thinking this is someone you've already met. And for a lot of you, you're right. It is. But there is a lot of new soulmates coming in. They're not going to be new on a soul level. They're going to be extremely familiar on a soul level. But as a human being, they're going to be new. Whatever it is, the protectors are coming in to protect the healers. So the healers can do their work and rise up. And it's masculines coming into, you know, they're drawn to the magnetism of the feminine. And with the masculines, electric, because masculine is electric and feminine is magnetic. I think someone's going through a lot right now. I think this protector, this emperor. This is an emperor. The emperor archetype is a warrior, okay? Like, he's a fighter, he's a warrior, but also he's a protector, especially of his divine queen empress. Give me more about this protector. This is someone who will love you, you will feel extremely at home and safe. This is safety. This is beautiful, divine safety. It's a flow of energy where you guys just, it's very in sync connection, very in tune with each other, very in sync, very, very psychic. You know, this is an ancient connection, the door to spirit. So we have card number 11. The ones are very significant. Also, if you're seeing 1, 2, 3 a lot, 1, 2, 3, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, something's about to happen for you big time. Just FYI. I saw 8, 11. That could be someone's birthday, August 11th, or maybe that's something you're seeing. I don't know. Okay, so this protector is walking through the door of spirit. That's what this is, to the cornucopia. Can we get more about this, please? This incoming energy, this protective energy for the healers, the garden and the gate. The feminine is very prosperous right now, and the feminine is in a receiving energy for sure. There's something feminine about really being outdoors in nature right now, like connecting with the flowers, like the trees, you know, the wind, the air, you know, the birds, like everything. There's something about that. Because I'm picking up on anxiety, and it's going to help soothe that. It's a grounding. Because right now, it's insane energetically. It's insane. But we will make it through. You are the healers and the shamans and the priestesses. See, we will make it through. Look at that, 32, 33. We have 30. So if we had 31, it's like, again, things are going in order again. See, like, it's like 30 and then 32, 33. So we're just missing 31. I was like, if it's on the bottom of the deck, that'll be crazy. But no, it's a victory. You're in a victory era. Yeah, see, the woman holding the heart. The garden and the gate, like, this speaks of, like, prosperity and abundance and all these other things. And I'm sure there's a different meaning to it maybe in the Oracle book. But this is how I'm channeling it. I'm also getting for feminine, you know what, this is, okay, you guys are mirroring each other in a certain way right now, or you have been. Maybe this is, you know, I don't know, everyone's on different timelines, but what I'm seeing is like feminine has some fears that have been coming up, and so is masculine. So there's this like, you guys are both like in a fear survival energy is kind of what I'm getting, or you were. I'm getting more of an ease and more of a flow. I don't know why, but I'm getting like, Spirit wants the feminine to know that the feminine is very protected. You're like in this beautiful bubble of protection. Because what I'm receiving is that there's a lot of like hate or envy or, you know, evil eye or jealousy, like for some of the feminines. Because for some of like this masculine protector, there's something about a third party who's very, very low vibrational and very envious, jealous of the feminine and of the connection between the feminine and the masculine. So that's very specific. It's not going to be for everyone. Wow. So when I ask about the protector coming in, this is what I get. The door to romance is opening. Victory is here. These are victory timelines. Woman holding the heart. She's beautiful. She's a queen. She's kind-hearted, graceful. She honors her emotions and what she feels, and she speaks her truth. Very psychic. I'm literally hearing a special delivery. It's like a gift. You know what? Let's go ahead and switch cards. It could be something about packing bags or boxes or moving out or something. I don't know. Like a U-Haul truck or a moving truck, or someone's moving. That could just be a confirmation, right? Because, I don't know. What's after this card right here? The thinking woman. Attachment. The sun. So there's been a lot of like karmic endings because people are waking up and they're going, oh my God, I'm unhappy. I can't take this anymore. I feel like I'm in like Groundhog Day. I'm living the same days over and over again. I'm having the same fights over and over again, the same arguments over and the same conversations over. It's exhausting. I don't want to do it anymore. It's like that. And so anyway, so I think, I don't know. I'm just feeling masculine is ready. Their soul, they are feeling magnetized, and this masculine is feeling like soul called, soul led to reach out to feminine, to approach feminine, or to come back to feminine. It's a magnetization, and their electric charge is charged up. And it's fueling them to take care of business in their life, whatever that is for them. Not everyone has a karmic, partnership. It could be anything. Fear of commitment, fear of marriage, fear of longevity. A lot of masculines fear that kind of stuff. Masculine energy. Because, when it comes to the future, it's unknown. And they don't like that. You know what I mean? It's like they some of them are very, controlling like that. The Star card. Okay. Why is the Devil on the bottom of the back of the This is obsession. This is the feminine here. So the feminine emanates this very cosmic celestial energy. The masculine knows that she's very connected to the universe, right? To the spiritual realm. Her heart is open, but like, you know how I said earlier I was seeing a feminine on her knees, and then look, we have this feminine, she's praying up to you know, the stars and her star family and her, you know, cosmic family, her spiritual family, her guides. She's praying, she's manifesting, she's, you know, having faith, and she's looking up, and she's connecting, and she's grounding, and right. But she's down on her knees. And so, like, for me, this is a message of, no matter, like, when you've hit rock bottom, you've held faith and you've kept pushing forth, and now it's alignment. When you get the star card, that's alignment. It's alignment after, you know, breaking karmic bondage. It's alignment and wishes being fulfilled because you went through the devil, you went through the tower, you know, you had the crumbling, you had the foundations fall, you had the relationships end, and then now, boom, now there's more alignment, there's more healing, right? But this right here is this masculine, they are feeling soul called and soul led to come forward because of this divine protector energy that has activated within them again. They want to be by her side. They want to support her in her journey. They want to, you know, support her in her self-love. But more than anything, it's about her work. It's about her healing work. Whatever that is, whether that's writing books, whether that's sound baths and healing, and, you know, or maybe you do spiritual retreats, or maybe you're just like, I don't know. It could be anything. You do tarot, YouTube channels, TikTok, whatever it is, right? But this is obsession. Let's see what's after the devil. Capricorn. So we have Aquarius and Capricorn. The masculine sees the feminine in the spotlight. Like the feminine has gone through a glow up. I know right now a lot of divine feminines tuning in are going to feel like, Erica, what are you talking about? Because I feel like crap right now. I feel crazy. I feel ungrounded. I feel all over the place. I feel emotional. I feel like I've regressed. I feel like, you know what I mean? And that's normal. So just so you know, you're not alone. That's normal. It's because you've been at the in-between worlds. So it's in between the old and the new. Okay. And that is a very weird place to be. It's uncomfortable. It's confusing. It's, you know, you start kind of like self-doubting, you know, because it feels really weird. So that's where you've been. But this masculine is obsessed. They're watching. See the hands in the crowd? Spirit is like cheering this on big time. But what I'm getting is like, this is someone who watches you from the crowd, or, you know, from a distance. They see you as a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You look good. But this is reward. This is recognition and reward. I just want you to know that. And it's another card of victory, and it's a yes card. Victory. Yep. Now you're receiving. Now you're receiving. Okay. Yeah, there's a king. There's a king. A solid offer of commitment. He's thinking. For a lot of you guys, this is someone from your past, you know. But it's a divine counterpart. It's not karmic. Please, please, please. It's not karmic. I don't channel that kind of stuff here. It's not someone who is your baby's daddy and, you know, they drained your bank account and called you bad names and slept with your sister and, you know, stole your car. Like, this is not that. I'm not the reader for those kinds of things. There's plenty of readers like that out there that channel karmic energy. I don't channel karmic energy unless it's karmic energy that comes through in a divine union message because of what the counterparts are going through. That's it. This is someone who's thinking a lot about when like, what I'm specifically hearing is the last time you guys spoke. The last time you guys spoke. It's been over. But also what this is, I think this, it's massive enlightenment around how they've been keeping themselves stuck and like how they've been like victimizing and like the wounded warrior and stuff. What I'm getting here though is that there's a masculine creating endings in his life or her life, but I'm gonna say him. It's funny too because look at the wolf. Remember, and I talked all about the wolf and the woman, the wolf, the werewolf. He's been thinking about, like, he's staring and look at, see how he's smiling at the pentacle? He's smiling at the pentacle. You know why? Because he's thinking, he's reflecting. In this moment, he's sitting in his chair, his dog's laying next to him. You know, he's in his house, his comfort zone. He's the king of pentacles, you know, he's, you know, all the things. But he's sitting here and he's thinking about the feminine. And he's looking at this pentacle and he's going, I want to give it to this feminine. I wish I could give it to this feminine. That's like what it is. I wish I could give it to this feminine. I wish. upon a star. This is what they've been manifesting, mi amors. So with the King of excuse me, with the King of Pentacles, this is someone who is very successful probably, or they just make good money. They're a business owner, an entrepreneur. It's someone who's very settled in life. Like they're anchored financially. A lot of the masculines, just like feminines, did get hit over the past like year and a half financially, and over the last 6 months, because it's divine realignment. So I don't know. It's just the universe hits our finances when it's time for change, because that's the thing we're most dependent upon. So it really puts us more into a higher perspective when shit goes awry. You know what I mean? So anyways, let's clarify. Let's clarify. He's smiling though. It's like he's thinking of the good times, or he's looking back at, you know, he's reminiscing. This is a reminiscing. He's sitting there and he's reminiscing. And when he thinks about these certain things, maybe it's something you said, or conversations, or text messages, or pictures, or just memories, but there's things that make this person smile. Like they're completely alone and he's smiling because he's reminiscing. Okay? All right, so let's get more. Tell me more about this King of Pentacles, wishing upon a star and being the protector. Because you guys have work to do. You have a mission together. And the feminine, especially the feminine, like you're showing, you're the one. You're the one. Your level up is why this is happening in a big way. Like your perseverance. The Hangman, seeing from a new perspective. Things have been at a standstill. You've been single, but you've been abundant. You know what I mean? Like you've been building your abundance. Like you're on your own. You're doing good. You've got your own place. You've got your car. You've got a job, a good career. You've got your business. Whatever it is, right? But it's been stuck. So for the feminine energy here, owls are going to be significant. I know that's not an owl, but owls are significant, especially white owls, snow owls. It's a little white dove, I think. There's money coming in too. This is a time of reward and victory. I'm actually going to be doing a reading about that for the whole collective. But you see that? So like you made it. You did it. It's like you did it. You did it. And you're ready. Okay? What you put out, you receive back. And this is what you're receiving back. There's a lot of abundance. There's flow. There's money. Whatever it is that you do for work. And I think the universe is going to be working its magic. And I think the universe right now, and I know this isn't really a part of the message like for love, but I think I see it. I see it very clearly. So it's just if this happens to you, just know that if this happens, trust that it's for your highest good and something better is happening for you, okay? But what I'm seeing is that for some of you guys, you work in the corporate world, or office jobs, or places you've worked at for a very long time. And this is going to be for those of you guys that are feeling like you've outgrown your position or your job and you just aren't really happy there anymore. You've ascended, it's low vibrational, that kind of stuff. Maybe you quit your job, I don't know. But what I'm seeing is that some people may lose their job. Some people may lose their job. That's what I'm seeing. It's unfair. It's an injustice. But let me tell you, that's what I mean. Or maybe I'm picking up on certain waves. Maybe that happened to you in the recent past, where you lost your job. You just go to work one day and they're like, sorry. But it's because something better. It's like because the universe needs you to get out of there, and they're bringing you in something better. So if that's you, and if that resonates or whatever, that's why I'm here as the divine messenger, because you're meant to trust it, because you're not meant to freak out and go like, oh my God. You're meant to go, I have faith. I have faith, and I know everything is always flowing to me. I know I'm, in my victory era. Is this masculine feeling called to come in and be a protector, to stand side by side with this beautiful, sacred, divine feminine? Is that what's happening here? Do they really want to come in? Are they feeling that on a soul level? Yeah. I think so. This specific card in this deck, the Page of Cups, he's like the daydreamer. He's the daydreamer. You know, he's the one that you'd be like sitting in class with, and like he'd be like dozing to sleep, or he'd be like off in la la land, not even paying attention to what the teacher is saying, like thinking of something. You know what I mean? It's like that. So one, this is like an energy of when pigs fly. So it's like hell freezes over. Like, you know, it's kind of this person. I think this masculine specifically put this connection and what they felt on the back burner. They kept throwing it on the back burner. Why? Because they didn't feel good enough. There was a lot of, you know, wounds and, you know, insecurities, things like that. That's why a lot of these masculines, you know, they either date around with low vibrational people, or they get hooked up with someone, or they go back to an ex, or they're just scared of commitment and they just daydream all day. I don't know. Everyone's going to be different, but this is, I like specifically asked, like, is this coming, like, are they wanting to come in and be this like protector and like, you know, be the emperor next to the empress, so the empress priestess can rise? Because right now the empress priestesses are being called by the divine and by their higher selves to rise. We didn't come here to stay in corporate jobs for the rest of our lives. Seriously. Like if you're a starseed or an earth angel or whatever, and you're in a corporate job, you're guaranteed you're not going to stay there. You will end up shifting out of that, ascending out of it. Everything's coming from that heart. Look at that. Look at the heart. And look at right here, the love. This masculine feels, okay, if you're someone that is online, like you have a public presence and you share things, whether it's, you know, your social media, personal social media, or business, or, you know, but this masculine, and even if it's not social media, it's still telepathy, and it's strong. It's super strong, you know. But what I'm specifically, hold on, I just lost my train of thought. Oh no. I was going to say what I'm specifically getting. What was I specifically getting? I lost my train of thought. Dang it. Tell me more about this Page of Cups. Wishing and hoping and praying. I feel like this, oh my God, I was just going to say, I feel like this masculine has been stuck, you know, in some kind of cycle loop or whatever for a while. They want you to know that they walked away, okay? Also, I think for a lot of feminines, they walked away, yeah, because this person was just love bombing in the past, you know. That's just how they operated, how they were programmed. That's how they thought, you know, to do things. Feminine said, I don't think so. Like, I will hold space and I send love, and I, you know, will love you, whatever, from a distance, and I will work on me. But like, no, you're not going to come in and you're not going to act all like charming and like love bomb me and then start, you know, breadcrumbing or texting less, and, you know, stop saying good mornings and all those things that happen when, you know, people get triggered and they start pulling away. Okay. And sometimes that happens and it's not a divine union. Sometimes that happens and it's just karmic. Okay. So you have to discern. This isn't going to be for everyone. This is for a feminine healer priestess who is like good on her own. She's not worried about the masculine. She's not worried about when's it going to happen, when's divine union, you know. She's not, she's like, she's good. This is for you, feminine. For that feminine I'm talking about, you're good. That's what I'm talking about. You're being blessed with so much light. This is the silver lining. But this is someone coming in to protect you and be by your side. Yeah, look, 4 Wands, union. This union has been hidden in the shadows, but there's a lot of depth here. This is a deep bond. This is a deep bond. Deeper than the ocean. There's definitely something about the moon, maybe nighttime. This person may reach out to you at night. Right as I said that, the Justice card, Libra. So now we have Libra showing up, major arcana. We have Leo. These are the majors. We have Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Libra. Okay. Oh, and Pisces. Pisces, Cancer. I always say Pisces with the moon. This is justice. Okay, so Spirit is saying that soul contracts have been fulfilled. So this masculine energy and the feminine energy have been fulfilling contracts. It's fulfilled. I just saw 3-3. It is done. You've completed a level of ascension and reached a level of your divine consciousness once again. They've been with you, like, it's like they just want you to, like, your guides want you to know, Spirit wants you to know that they've been, like, really around you. You've been, you know, and call on them, work with them. Like, that's what they're there for. And that's another message for some of you guys, is they're asking, like, please, like, give us permission. We want to intervene. We want to help. Because when it comes to certain things, like, if it's, like, a soul, like, if it's karma and it's, like, certain things, you know, like, that are part of our karma or our, you know, like, where it has to, like, be up to our free will, they can't intervene. But let's say things are going on and you need some protection, or you need some clearing, or you need some assistance, or just, like, you just need to feel the angelic energy around you with love and fill you with love. You got to give them permission to do that. And that's what they're saying. So just ask them more. All right. I don't know why. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I trust him. And these are supposed to be the same person. But you know what? Look at this. Okay, thank you. This person is leveled. They're leveling up. They've leveled up to a king from this. What happened for this masculine to level up? They've gone through a death, ego death, and dark night of the soul, or just an ego death. You know, they're seeing the light. This masculine is seeing the light. They're seeing the light. They've seen the light, and you're the light, by the way. So feminine is just like, I'm telling you, I said earlier, you're emanating. This is a divine union that you guys are already in full soul Hyros union. That's why it's so strong. You guys you're feeling this very strongly. Very strongly. You're feeling this person very strongly. It's, you know, it's funny. I'm not going to take all these, but look, I said the Tower. Things just start happening suddenly, you know? You've been in limbo for a long time. You both have. You know, you've been doing the work and things, but like it goes from being stuck to just everything's like, you know, that's literally like what I keep getting. It's like jackpot. That's what I keep seeing, like casinos, like the slot machines. I keep seeing that. That's what they're showing me. Maybe that's a confirmation or a sign or something, but I'm literally like in a casino right now, and I can, like, everyone's in here and it's loud and you can hear all the ching, ching, ding, 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 and all the, like, you know, and I can smell cigarette smoke everywhere. It's like, I just saw 33. Thank you, Ascended Masters. You've leveled another Master of Ascension, which is why now the Priestess Healer can receive her, which is, it's ready. It's ready. Okay. Does that mean it's going to for sure happen? No, because free will, right? Like right now, this is the vibe, but 2 days from now, it could be different. Like maybe this person goes back and starts freaking out again and overthinking, or, you know, feminine starts getting in fierce consciousness and starts, like, you know, projecting that outwardly, and then it, like, you know, creates a block or whatever. So stay in your heart and have faith. Have faith. Have faith. And if you are the masculine protector and the warrior king and emperor watching this, then this is your sign that it's time. It's time to move forward. It's time to release. It's time to heal. It's time to be with your feminine, things like that. All right, so where are we at? 34 minutes. Oh my God. Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. In the past, when you met this person, because I'm getting past, This is divine counterpart. This person was in a lower state of consciousness. They were in the night energy. And that's why they love bombed, you know, but they really meant it, you know what I mean? But they also were just acting out in their distorted ego. Like, you know, they were just doing what they always do when they start dating or meet someone. You know what I mean? The programming. This person was also in a place of healing from some kind of heartbreak from their past, before, like maybe right before they met you, or a little before they met you, or they went through a divorce, they went through some kind of painful, maybe they lost someone very close to them. Something happened that broke their heart. So they were not really even, they weren't in a place to be together. It was not right. So, you know, when we speak of divine timing, like, it's for a reason, because the ego goes, I'm ready, I want it now, where is it, I'm tired of being alone, you know. And if you're in that state of consciousness, then you still have a lot of work to do, and union's not, and this message isn't for you, and union is not around the corner. This is a place of surrender. Wow. Okay, so real quick, I just got a message that, okay, so you guys like activated each other. So what this is, it activated this person's heart. See how it was like their heart was just in shambles, and I feel like they had a lot of attachments and infiltration in their heart and stuff, because it's a really powerful masculine. So just like feminines, like, you know how we're getting psychic attacks and we're shielding ourselves and things happen and whatever, they do too, because they're powerful AF. They're psychic. They're powerful. I mean, these are high priests, Atlantean high priests. These are Knights of the Templar. They are very, very, very evolved souls who I'm talking about. So feels like this person was just in a really bad place, but they were trying to show up like this, but they were inside in shambles. So when we say rejection is protection, it's always for a reason. I don't know why people get mad at that, you know, like they rejected me, you know. Well, okay, because they were triggered, but they were reflecting to you your wounds that you need to heal too. You know, it's like that. And that's what the feminines have been doing. This feminine, that's what she's been doing. It was an activation when you met. There could be something about the beach, or a date at the beach, or I don't know. But he's a king now. Show me what I'm picking up about this person leveling up and becoming the king. This King of Pentacles, like, you make him so happy. When he thinks of you, he smiles. When he sees your content, he smiles. I have a lot of content creators that follow me. I have a lot of tarot readers and psychics and mediums, etc. that follow me. Healers that follow me. You know, priestesses and shamans, whatever you want to call it, whatever label, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just like, and I know, you know, so I've said this so many times that, like, if they watch your content or they watch your videos or they watch your posts or whatever it is, they're learning from you. So ideally, when you do that, or what you do for work, if you are like a YouTuber or something like that, a TikToker, Instagrammer, when they watch you, they're learning. It's spiritual school. The things you share and talk about and post. A lot of it did not resonate with this person before. They thought you were kind of cuckoo wacko. Or, you know, they thought spirituality was woo-woo. There was a judgment against spirituality and being spiritual that this person had. This is specific. You will know that. And I don't know if this person ever said it, like verbally, but they thought it. And I think you, feminine, who I am talking to in this moment, I think your intuition and your spidey senses picked up on that, and you knew it, you felt it. Like, there was something that, like, triggered this person about you and being spiritual. Maybe you're a tarot reader, or maybe it's just you're spiritual and you're open about it and you post things, you know. It doesn't have to be work. It could be your personal accounts, but they've judged you in the past, but now they get it. Look at that. Oh my God, I should have said it. 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 Because I was pulling on them and I was asking, like, about this level up from the knight to the, you know, to the king. They are two different suits. Doesn't matter really. It's just the energy is different, you know, with each of them. But when I looked at him and I was like about to pull about this, I saw the King of Cups in my mind's eye. And I was like, okay, if the King of Cups comes out, that'll be crazy, because it's confirmation that indeed of the question I'm asking, has this person leveled up into a king frequency And look what we got. Yes, they have. And look at the heart. What did I just say about the heart chakra activation? Boom. This is, when you met this person, this is where they were. They were still trying to impress you by doing, you know, it was very just it was programmed. It was very programmed, like, you know, they do the same things every person they date. They take them to the same places. They do the same things, you know, like if it's a guy that has like a Harley, right? Then he starts dating women or whatever. Then every woman he dates, he takes on rides and he takes them to places he likes. And then they all have those same experiences, right? That's like the programming. And I know it's also because people like going to places and things like that, but it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. So what I'm getting though is just like this massive, like this is where they were when you guys met, however long ago. It's going to be a while ago, more than a year. Or more than like 2 years, I would say, but his heart is wide open. And look at, see how this guy is wearing like Chucks and he's got like, you know, he looks like I don't know, he looks like he belongs in Portland, Oregon, or, you know, like LA, or I don't know, somewhere like that. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, I think this guy's really cute in this card. He's really hot and I like his sleeve tattoo. But every time I see this card, I associate it with ego and love bombing, and you know, he reminds me of so many men that have tried to connect with me, you know, and you know, and my exes too, you know, who did get their hooks in me. That's why I'm like, sometimes when I see him and I get that feeling of like I don't trust him, I want to know why. So in the past, when this masculine was here, obviously they still had a lot of healing and growth and, you know, stuff to do as their heart activated more and more and more. Oh. But I think the feminine picked up on that. Like the feminine knew internally, right? Like there was a deep knowing of like, I can't trust this person. I know they're saying one thing, but I feel another. And you stuck to that. And now this person has leveled up. Big time. Big time. All right, so tell me more about this incoming for the healer and the protector. This is, so you have kings here. You have a king, no longer a knight. Knight of Wands. As I say, Knight of Wands. This is how they see the feminine. This is the energy that they feel from the feminine. The feminine is like, it just feels good on every level. It feels good for this masculine, and they know it's just an inner knowing. It's on a soul level. It just feels good. But it's like the masculine wants to be there around her to protect her as she, you know, as she does her craft. You know, if like right here, she's beating drums. She's in some kind of like, you know, ceremony, ritual, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's like a, you know, she's just like having the time of her life, you know, and she's just being free. And that's what the masculine wants to hold space for. What I'm receiving is this person, they get it now. They get it. They see it. They see it. They see it from a soul higher level. This person was really sad. Okay, so they want to come in, and it's really, you guys, they bring in like a healing energy. They do. They bring in a healing energy. This is a King of Cups and a King of Pentacles who are, it's a lot of reminiscing. It's a lot of deep thinking. But they know what they know, and they feel what they feel. Whoop. Okay, so let's see what they want to say. So I love you guys so much. If you want to book with me, you can find all of my different reading options and spiritual services, healing options, and things like that that I provide and that I do as a healer, as a priestess, as an oracle. I'm like, what else? I don't know. We are going to the south of France this September for a sacred Magdalene Code retreat. Okay, if that like dings your intuition, like bing. Huh, what's that? Also, I'm co-hosting with two beloved souls who they're in Hyros Gamma's full divine union, and you know, they're emanations of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and Stellar, the divine feminine. She, you know, she teaches and channels the true Magdalene codexes that are billions of years old, like the real true Magdalene teaching. So They've been doing the retreats for over 10 years. And Stellar's been doing this kind of work for over 25, and she mentored with an Isis Magdalene priestess as well. Like, she's just like, oh my God. But she's the most beautiful, kind, you know, soul. Payment plans are available too, okay? So I just want to stress that payment plans are available. And Stellar and John, they've been doing these retreats for the Magdalene codexes all over the world, activating earth grids, doing work, sacred stuff, all kinds of things, you know. And they know, so they're, you know, when it comes to retreats, they know what they're doing. They're professionals. And they're very, very, very flexible at working with everyone who has signed up by now. I think we have like 11 people signed up, or 10, or I don't know, something like that. And then, you know, people that, you know, have signed up because of me and me co-hosting, but Stellar has her own people that sign up too. But yeah, payment plans are available. So some people are doing like a whole 12-month plan, you know, so you can make payments even after the retreat is my point. Okay. So they work with you. But anyways, if you're interested, look in the pinned comments below, watch the YouTube video where I go more in detail about it, and then send me an email, shoot me an email, and we will get you set up. Also, I got the call yesterday. This was like so crazy because I don't think we've ever done a 6/6 portal. I don't think we've ever done a workshop for a 6/6 portal. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe we have. I don't know. I can't remember one that we've done, honestly, but maybe we have. But yesterday, just like, again, this is how it comes through. It was so random, but for the 6/6 portal, we're going to be doing the workshop on Saturday, 6/7 at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Zoom. It is recorded, and the recording is just as powerful because you can rewatch it, you can tune in, but when you experience the recording, you're there with us in real time because it's a quantum experience when we do these. So anyway, so this one is really special, you guys, because this one is underwater temples of Atlantis. So we're going into the, you know, sacred waters of, you know, the ocean of Atlantis, and we're going to sacred temples in Atlantis. I keep getting Poseidon. Okay, so Poseidon might show up. But this one is all about like going into the underwater temples, exploring the underwater realms, you know, being visited by other like beings, energies. But it's all about like healing and the healing codes of the waters and activations of the waters and infusions of the waters, etc. But the mermaids are going to be significant. I mean, they're just going to be all around working with us. There's a lot that's like starting to come through. So I'll share more as I receive more, because the workshops, when I get the divine call, this is how it always is. It's like it comes through and it goes, we want, you know, like 7/7 portal, we'll say, you know, like this one, 6/6 portal. And very clearly it's underwater Lemurian temples with the mermaids. And I was like, okay, sweet. Okay, I got it. Why the mermaids? Why the underwater temples? I have no idea, but I know more will come through and I will share. So anyways, you guys, in the description box, you can purchase your ticket. Tickets are $44 for the workshop, USD. That is the energy exchange. And these workshops are like, it's an experience. It's not a workshop. Like, it's not like a workshop where you come and like, we're like doing work and you have to write and journal, and this is not that. This is an experience. You come, you tune in, and you literally don't have to do anything but just tune in. Okay? So anyways, in the description box below is where you'll find info. Shoot me an email and we will get you set up, and then I will send you the link to the workshop. Okay, the Zoom link. So anyways, okay, let's see what they want to say. I thought I could move on from you. I tried, and I tried to run, but I could never run far. Look at this. It's funny because this one says, I tried to run. I thought I could move on from you. And then this one says, I'm resisting what I feel because I'm scared. I stay away to protect you. And I stay away so I can stay in my comfort bubble and not have to change. This is what's changed. This is exactly how they have felt, and this is what's changed. There we go. So how I was talking about how the feminine healer priestess is emanating out, mirroring out strength and light and love and like self-love and like healthy boundaries and truth and authenticity and like all this stuff. Masculine is picked up on all that, received all that. Like they're doing the same thing. Look at this. Thank you for mirroring such strength. You inspire me. You're my teacher of self-love, soul mission, healing, healthy boundaries, and magic. See? Wow. Last card, bottom of the deck. Okay. This is what I said. I said they're watching you. And a lot of you guys, they're watching. If you're a content creator, they watch your content. They watch your channels. They watch your YouTube, right? Your Instagram. If it's your social media page, they watch that. But it's literally, I said that. Look, I watch you religiously and I'm always checking in. I reread, I even said this. I reread our texts and I listen to recordings and videos and I go through photos daily. You are it for me. Okay, I'm going to read this one. This time of year makes me nostalgic and I miss you more than ever. Oh, this one's good too. Sorry, guys. Last one, I swear. I'm breaking free and I'm jumping out of these old timelines. Whoop, whoop. I'm releasing old versions of me. Whoop, whoop. Even from last week, I have changed. Whoop, whoop. See, that right there, honeys, is why I'm doing this message. Because they see the light. There's something happening. There's something happening here. Stop. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I can feel this powerful strength within. There you go. See, there you go. Now this one is going to be for twin flames. This one is going to be for twin flames. It could be for very ancient past life soulmates too. I should say that. That's honestly, it's true. But twins have, it's just a really different, you know, and you guys, it's not like the twin flame. I don't know why people glorify it. The twin flame journey is brutal. Like, it's not to be glorified. It's not some like divine love romance where you guys heal each other. And I mean, it is, but it's not like that, like how people romanticize it. It's crazy. I feel us and I feel you strongly. I have strong moments where I feel as if you're literally inside my body or right next to me. I have never felt this before. I manifested you into my life and then I ghosted because I wasn't ready. I have changed since then. So there you go. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much. Virgo, I'm doing Virgo's reading. It's all coming up. So anyways, I love you guys. Thank you again. And have a beautiful day. All right. Bye, guys.